Once again we were lucky enough to catch a lone Newport on a frontline patrol. I'm not sure if I should admire the French pilot's bravery or scoff at his arrogance for accepting the fight when he was outnumbered and flying at a lower altitude. But even with these disadvantages, he quickly showed that he was a good pilot flying a superior airplane, skillfully maneuvering, evading our attempts to shoot him until he got himself on the tail of von Sastrov and began shooting up his Fokker. Had I not happened to be in just the right position to slip in behind the Newport, the French pilot might have killed him. Instead, a burst from myself and Grafe convinced him to break off his attack, and while von Sastrov's plane was damaged, he at least remained unharmed. The four of us forced the Newport into desperate maneuvers, which forced him to go lower and lower. Suddenly, I found myself in just the right position to getting close behind the Newport, from where I hit it with a long burst. The French pilot made another desperate effort to evade, but when I hit him again, something snapped. He lost control of his plane and spun into the ground. The fight was observed by our men in the trenches, who were delighted to see a whole swarm of Fokkers descend onto a French plane. Such a fight must truly be a spectacle when viewed from the ground, and I'm glad that we were able to raise their spirits. Judging by the amount of French artillery fire raining down onto them while they are continuing their attacks, they must be having a really rough time down there. Since there were more than enough witnesses, my victory over the French pilot was confirmed immediately. This is my fourth confirmed victory. Although I'm far behind Bölke with his 13 victories, there is only a handful of German pilots who have more confirmed victories than I do. People outside of our squadron are starting to notice my accomplishments. I would not be surprised if I were to receive a promotion soon. Hello there, and welcome to a new episode of our amazing Wings Over Flanders Fields campaign, where we are flying for Kampfeinsitzerkommando Sivry as the German pilot Felix von Berg. Our aircraft is, well, still the Fokker E3, and I really hope it won't be for too much longer. The Fokker E3 at this point is horribly outdated. In the previous episode I did manage to shoot down a Newport 11 with it, so I'm now up to 4 confirmed kills. However, it really took the 4 of us to bring down that Newport 11 without suffering any casualties ourselves. And yeah, I really just hope I can hold on long enough to see new aircraft arrive on the front lines. But today is only the 27th of March 1916, so I suspect that's there's still some time away. It also looks like we have some bad weather moving in, so we'll try to get a mission done before that bad weather arrives. However, today there will only be 2 of us. I will be led by Lieutenant der Reserve Wieland Grafe on this patrol. Let's go to the briefing and see on what kind of mission we are being sent. Meine Herren, our mission is close air support. Provide air support for troop movements. This is a special assignment. The Commandant has chosen B-Flight to carry out this vital mission. Craft to be escorted, Aviatic C1s from Schutzstaffel 7. Expected number in flight, 2. Escorted craft are flying from Carignan. They will bomb behind enemy lines to create a diversion. The flight of Aviatic C1s have made good time and will be above our airfield at approximately 900 meters when we start. We are to meet up with them by at least waypoint A. Our destination is the enemy's troops army camp in sector VA 516, 17 miles away. Recommended average altitude of flight is about 1 kilometer. We must stay in the area for at least 25 minutes and protect the 2-seaters. Where are we? Oh crap. Oh, you can't be serious. Okay, so let me talk you through what will happen today. We are taking off from Sivry-sur-Meuse. We are flying to our circle up waypoint. where we will circle up to 1 kilometer. And then we'll fly to the waypoint where we will link up with the Aviatics. And then we will escort the Aviatics all the way to VERDUN, where they will bomb, probably in multiple runs. Then we'll fly back to the detach waypoint where the Aviatics will detach from us. We will fly back to Civry, while the Aviatics will return north to Corignan, which is near Sedan. Oh my god, is all I can say. This is... you have no idea how bad this is. You will have an idea soon. But first of all, there's only 2 of us. We have a job to do, and that is to escort 2 Aviatics, which means we have to stay relatively close to them. And we are passing low, not only above the front lines, but also above the city of VERDUN, which means a lot of anti-aircraft fire. I would now like to go ahead and raise our altitudes. However, I suspect that they are this low for a very specific reason, and that reason is cloud. I suspect that the cloud layer is so low that we can't go higher than this. So we are screwed. This is... I don't know. This I don't know what to say. This is as horrible as it can be, because the anti-aircraft defenses at VERDUN, you've seen them a few times in the past. They are no joke. And we are going to be directly above the city. Oh boy. Well, it can't be helped. It unfortunately can't be helped. Let's take a look. No, first let's make sure that I have a full fuel load for this. We are going deep behind enemy lines. Okay, now let's go take a look at the weather report. Overcast, broken or partial cloud cover and snow in places. Wind 3 knots, light air from the west. Okay, so at least the wind is not very strong. The bad weather is coming from the west. And we are flying north-south, so I hope we should be back before it arrives. Okay, let's go to the field. Welcome to Civry. And surprisingly clear skies. Let's turn off our engine. Turn on our engine and follow him immediately. We can't be late for our rendezvous with the Aviatics. But yeah, surprisingly clear sky. Oh. Okay, yeah, the bad weather is moving in. And to the west we can see the clouds coming this way. Huge clouds. Okay. It's a wall of clouds and rain that is coming towards us. Oh yeah, it's raining there. Okay. Let's hope that we are back before it arrives. We should be. The wind is very weak, so I think we can make it. We should be able to. But yeah, this also means I could have raised our altitude maybe a little bit. Instead, we are going to have a horrible mission. Oh, did I mention that we'll be flying past multiple enemy airfields on our way to Verdun? Yeah. I think somebody at command wants me dead. I don't have another explanation for this kind of mission. Because our chances of dying on this mission are extremely high. Very much so. So much rain coming down. Yeah, I guess if the weather system had already arrived, then the cloud ceiling would really be too low to go above a kilometer. But it's not here yet, so we still have clear skies. At least for the moment. But okay. Worrying about it doesn't help. We are almost at our circle up waypoint. We'll climb a bit, and then we'll head to the rendezvous with the two-seaters. We should meet them near that balloon over there. So they seem to be a little bit late, but I'm sure that by the time that we get to altitude and then fly to the balloon, that they will be in the area as well. Otherwise we'll just have to wait for them a little bit. Okay. I'll continue the flight, and we are going to resume this once we have linked up with the aviatics and are heading into enemy territory. Because that's where the madness will start. Welcome back. We have linked up with the aviatics while I'm taking some nervous looks at the approaching bad weather. But yeah, we have linked up with the aviatics. They are just below us. There they are. And we are about to go into enemy territory. So it's gonna get interesting now. From here on out, things are gonna get very interesting. Oh boy. Oh man, I just hope that we make it back to friendly lines. Somehow. I don't care how. But we have to try. Somehow we have to make it back. It's going to be difficult. I have a very bad feeling about all of this. A very bad feeling. I can hear the droning of the aviatics engines below me. They're powerful engines. And yeah, they do have their defensive gunners, so that might help, but still. We are now in enemy territory, and very soon the enemy will take a bad view on us being here. Actually, it's beginning. First anti-aircraft fire. But the anti-aircraft fire, that's not so bad. That was close. The anti-aircraft fire isn't the worst thing about this mission. It's very bad, but it's not the worst thing. The really bad thing is that we are passing by some French airfields. And if we have a quick look at the map here, you can see that on our way to VERDUN we are passing directly by the airfield that is to the northwest of the city. And nearby are two more airfields west of VERDUN. All of them could scramble planes, could scramble fighters. And well, if it was just me and Grafe, maybe we could then simply turn away and run. But we have these two aviatics to protect. And that could become a very big issue. I have to keep my eyes peeled. We are low, so enemy aircraft might dive on us, possibly out of the sun. So I have to be alert. I have to keep scanning the skies around me. I have to make sure that we are not being surprised. For now, the anti-aircraft fire has lessened, because we are past the enemy's frontline positions. Or maybe the aviatics are receiving the fire just below us. Let me have a look. I'll swing wide for a moment, so that I can then turn left and have a look down my wing. No, they are still alright. And getting back into position. What else is on our way that might become an issue? Looks like we might have passed near a rail yard. I think there's one somewhere behind us. Maybe that's where the anti-aircraft fire came from. But in front of us, there doesn't seem to be nothing that's too dangerous until we reach VERDUN itself. Then it's gonna be just really a throw of the dice. Will an anti-aircraft shell hit us or not? This is horrible. Okay, there we go. It's beginning again. There's a battery somewhere. Oh yeah, we are next to the city already. The city is down there, which means enemy airfield nearby. Right there. Anything taking off right now? If we are lucky, they have already rolled their planes into the hangars and secured them for the bad weather that they too see is coming. That's really our only hope here. Hope that the enemy doesn't scramble. Just have to hope that they don't scramble. Here it comes. I hear the air raid sirens. Oh my god, this is so much anti-aircraft fire. The air raid sirens are wailing below us. Oh crap. Okay. This is officially horrible. That was close. I don't know where exactly the aviatics are right now. Do I want to take a look? Yeah, I do. How are they doing? Still below me, both of them. They should be at their target very soon. We climb back into position. The little bit of height that we have is my guardian right now. But still, this is horrible. Who had this horrible idea? There's another airfield. I see at least one plane on the field. The question is, did he return from a patrol and is currently being stowed away, or is he preparing to take off? Those, by the way, are 2 airfields, not just one. It's really a big field there. Anti-aircraft fire to our right, that must be the Aviatics. I can see them in all that mess. Oh yeah, everybody in the vicinity knows that we are here. One fighter is just sitting there. It's a Newport 11 too. Let's hope that he's not ready to fly. Yeah, we have turned back towards the north. Yeah, that's the way that I want to go. Oh my god! That was way too close. Aviatic there, flying north right now. Let's hope that one run is enough and they are not turning around for a second one, because yeah, this is insane. I don't like this. I really do not like this. At least so far, we seem to be indeed lucky. No enemy fighters. They must have stowed them away. No fighters are ready. That's the only saving grace right now. Everything else about this is just horrible. I really didn't want to get such a close look at the VERDUN airfields. Snow. There's the Aviatic, but it's only one. Did the other one get shot down? Yeah, it's only one. Damn, did we lose one? This whole mission is such a horrible idea. It really is. Okay, at least we are getting away from the defenses near the city. The anti-aircraft fire is getting a little bit weaker. Still pretty strong though. Where did the other Aviatic go? I fear that the other Aviatic might be lost. The question then is... we are turning. The question now is, will this other Aviatic make another run at the city? Or will it fly home? God, I hope it flies home, but I have a feeling it's going to make another run. I hear its engine, yeah, it's below me, right there. There it goes. They're going in again. We will follow. We are just making a wide turn and then we are going to follow it. Airfields quiet for now. Are we really this lucky that they don't have any aircraft scheduled to patrol right now? Or to scramble? If we are, that would be huge. There goes the Aviatik. Beginning to receive a lot of anti-aircraft fire. The other Aviatik might also still be there, it just maybe took a different path to evade the anti-aircraft fire. So there's a chance that the other Aviatik is still alive and just went in another direction, is now also coming back towards the city. A chance. I'm right above the airfield, aren't I? No, I'm not, but I lost sight of it. Doesn't matter. Ah, right, it's right below me. And something is on fire down there. There he is. Let's join up with him. On our left, the Aviatik is going through hell. Yeah, I mean, look at this picture. Look how much anti-aircraft fire there is. This is madness. This is simply madness. The Aviatik is basically experiencing a three-dimensional artillery barrage. We are now going back in as well. Oh boy. Here. Oh, there we go. The anti-aircraft defenses are taking interest in us. Yeah, that new port that's sitting there on the field must not be ready to fly, otherwise it would have taken off already. VERDUN below our left wing here, which means the Aviatik should have already reached its target and is hopefully already turning back around so that we can follow it out of here. Out right now. The anti-aircraft engine noise. Oh my god, that was close. Engine noise. Yeah, that goes the aviatic. Right there. Flying back towards the north. That must mean we're getting out. And I don't think they're gonna make another run. So if we can get out of this now, out of this maelstrom of artillery fire, if we can get out of this, if we can only get far enough away from the city, then we should be safe. Anti-aircraft fire right side. Is that the second aviatic? Or is it the one that I've just... No, it's not the one that I've just seen. So, both aviatics are still alive? I don't think it's the one that I had just seen. Maybe it is though. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it might be the one that I just seen. It's right on our 12 o'clock now. Receiving still plenty of anti-aircraft fire. No, there's two aviatics. There's one. And there's another one. They're both still alive. Incredible. Incredible that they're both still okay. They have a tale to tell when they get back to the airfield. Oh, close. Very close. Way too close for comfort, all these explosions. But at least no enemy fighters. So it looks like somebody at command had a bright idea that the enemy wouldn't be ready to take off just before the bad weather arrives. And it looks like they might have been right. Okay. However, apparently nobody thought much of the anti-aircraft gunners. No, are they turning back around? Please don't. Just fly home. Don't turn around a third time. Please just fly home. I don't want to go in again. I feel like I'm really tempting my luck here. I think we might be going in the third time. Maybe the aviatics were not able to identify where exactly the target is on their first run. So now we are going in again. I am pretty sure that's what's happening right now. We are turning back around. Yeah, I hear aircraft engines below me. The aviatic is going back in. Enemy airfield right there. No activity right now. But is it just me, or are their anti-aircraft gunners getting more motivated the longer we stay here. I have a feeling that just the number of shells being shot up towards us is increasing. The explosions are not letting up at all. It's a constant barrage. But it looks to be directed now at somebody else. At that poor fella. He's turning around. Maybe he got damaged. Looks like we are getting out of here after all. Or he's seen something unpleasant. I'm not sure. No, I suspect he's been damaged. But he's still flying. He's not losing fuel or anything. Maybe just received some shrapnel damage. The question is, what is the other aviatic doing? Is the other aviatic going still in, or are they both turning away? I think they are both turning away. I don't see anti-aircraft fire on my left side. Going towards the city. So I think we are finally ready to go home. We haven't been this close to Verdun for a very long time. The skies near the battlefield are really being contested by the new ports, by the French, and we haven't been able to get this close for really quite some time. It must be the bad weather that is allowing us to do it today. But we are not home yet. 2 aviatics below us. Nice. Both of them together. I hope they can make it both home. I hope we can make it home. Oh, okay, another close call. I don't want any more close calls. Thank you very much. Prefer to not have them. No sign of enemy aircraft. Damn. The French really dropped the ball here. Thankfully. It would have been very easy for them to challenge us. There's only the 2 of us protecting 2 aviatics. Those aviatics can defend themselves, of course, but we are deep within enemy territory, which, well, is not only an advantage for the defender because of all the anti-aircraft fire that is shooting at us, but also because should anything happen to the performance of our planes, should our engine be damaged or something like that, then we are done. We are simply screwed at that point. So the fact that they didn't scramble to fight us in the air is extremely fortunate for us. Very much so. And we are almost at the front line, so we are almost out of here. almost out of here. I think at this point we are pretty safe. It's just the front lines that we now have to cross, but that, I don't think that will be an issue. So yeah, we should be relatively safe now. Although in the past we have met enemy fighters flying frontline patrols directly above the lines. So who's to say that they are not doing that today to cut us off? So let's keep our eyes peeled. Let's stay vigilant. It's too early to feel safe. But I don't see anybody, which is a very good sign. Very good sign indeed. Nobody seems to be following us. Okay, some anti-aircraft fire is again intensifying now that we are at the front lines. But I don't think it will be too bad. Artillery fire down there. Somebody's having a really bad day. Well, so are we, to be honest. So are we. Okay, close. What is that? Oh, one of our balloons, okay. Where are we going to detach from the aviatics? Pretty much above this bend here, so very soon. And the aviatics are gonna fly home. They still have a long way ahead of them. I hope their aircraft have not been damaged and that they can make the trip home. Otherwise, they are just going to, if they are damaged, then I suspect they will land at Sivri together with us. That's what I expect will happen then. But yeah, I think we're in the clear. Okay, so that was a harrowing flight. We didn't meet any fighters or other enemy planes, but it was still a very harrowing flight with all that anti-aircraft fire exploding around us. I am very glad that we are making it into friendly territory now. And we survived. We survived a mission that really felt horrible. And now I think we are flying home. Turning back towards Sivri. Okay, I'm gonna cut the video here. And we'll resume this once I'm about to land. Welcome back. The airfield is behind us there. We are about to turn towards it for our landing, following Grafe. I'm keeping my speed down. The aviatics, well, they are on their way back home, and I suspect they will need probably another quarter hour before they get back to their airfield. We are not going to wait for that, we are going to land now, and yeah, we have escorted them far enough. They are safe. Even if they should develop technical problems now, if an engine should suddenly start to quit on them, they can land well inside friendly territory. They can find themselves a nice big flat field. But now it's time for us to land. And as always, we gotta be careful that we don't let our speed drop too much, that we don't accidentally turn off our engine by blipping for too long, and that the sudden gust of wind doesn't suddenly catch us, but that shouldn't happen, not with the wind being this weak right now. The turn and lining up for our landing and keeping our speed down. Trying to stay behind him. Trying to take a look at the airfield. Oh, it looks like a few planes are there. There's another Fokker. Oh, something happened here. Okay, I have to concentrate now. This is the most dangerous part. But I just saw something that looked a little bit weird. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. For now, I need to make sure that I don't mess up doing the most dangerous part, which is now. Gliding down. And slowly pulling up to flare out. Oh, that's looking like a good landing. Yes, good landing. Dig the tail skid in. Slow down. We seem to have guests today. We'll take a look at them in a moment. But at least one guest has chosen a very different, very interesting spot to park his aircraft. Okay, we are down. Let's see. Well, let's wait for my engine to stop turning over. There we go. Okay, so Grafe landed here, and next to him we have somebody else. Let me activate the labels for a moment. Kekja Metz. Stefan Kiermeier, a historic ace. So Kekja Metz visited us. And next to us, also Kekja Metz. Not a historic ace, just a random person. But then, where did I see it there? What are you doing there? Kekja Metz, Bruno Lörzer. Huh. How did you end up there? Did you make an emergency landing down that hill? No. There are trees there, that's impossible. Or he overshot the field and then made a little turn. That's also possible. No idea. But he's there and he looks like he's healthy. That's what's important. Okay. Let's head to the debrief. I'm looking forward to the mission review, just to see how lucky we actually got, and if maybe Kekya had something to do with there not being any enemy aircraft in the sky. Total flying time 61 minutes. We must fight on, get ready for the next sortie. Let's see. 2 machines reach the rendezvous points to try and meet up with the Aviatik Seas. 2 machines reached the Escort detach points. 2 machines landed safely. The enemy ground units did not sustain any serious damage. Damn it. The Aviatiks didn't do their job well enough. Okay. Graf's plane is okay. Both of our planes are not damaged. Let's hit done. I suspect we'll get some news articles. It's now March the 29th. Feldwebel Friedrich Kurz returned from leave, so we are now back at full strength. Ah, okay. Let's go back. I've read this one to you with the British interrupter gear. So this one is new. 28th of March. French press bombing campaign. With large numbers of Quadron G4 aircraft equipping their bomber squadrons, the French continue to carry out ambitious bombing attacks deep behind German lines. Rumors of bombing raids as far east as the German Rhineland have been circulating. The French have enough aircraft to carry out this work, as well as maintain observation flights in the face of the ongoing Fokker menace. French losses are becoming more serious with each passing week, however, as German pilots increasingly exploit the poor rearward defenses of the Gitterrumpf, or lattice tail as they call it. 29th of March. Bristol Scout to enter fray. British aircraft engineers continue to try and develop a tractor biplane capable of firing a forward-pointing gun. The new Bristol Scout is one such attempt and will be tested in service, starting with a few models delivered to 24 Squadron and more likely to be scattered amongst other British units in the coming months. The current model utilizes a machine gun firing at an angle to miss the propeller, so requires an extra degree of aiming skill on the part of the pilot. The Bristol is not expected to replace the other British single-seater, the DH2, at least for the time being, as it seems somewhat of an experimental model. New British practice for single-seat fighting machines is to label them as Scouts, and we expect to hear this terminology applied to all such machines in the future. I'm confused by this article. Am I to understand that they are trying to equip the Scout with a forward-firing machine gun shooting through the propeller? Or is this an article that should have been in March 1915? Not quite sure. I'll try to understand it in a way that they're trying to fit a synchronized machine gun to the Bristol Scout. Okay, let's hit done and go to the review. All air units. Let's zoom in a little bit. And there we go. We are taking off from Civry-sur-Meuse. Kek-Yametz is taking off at Yametz. Aviatics are taking off from Spincourt. We are flying. Aviatics suffers a fatal crash. No idea where. It's nowhere near me. I don't see it on the map. Caudron becomes airborne from Vadelancourt, so next to Verdun down here. Newport 12 becomes airborne over here. That's far away. Yeah, a whole bunch of Newport 12s are taking off down here. Aviatics C1 takes hits from French entrenched troops. That's one of the Aviatics that we are escorting from SS7. So yeah, they are flying way too low. They're taking ground fire. Takes more hits, but we are across. A French observation balloon is taking hits from Kek-Yametz. Don't see the mark here, so it must be one that is probably further south. 30 miles from me. Let's center on this. Where did they... They went all the way down here? You're kidding me. Okay, this is Kek-Yametz B flight. Kette 2. So they have gone on a very distant mission. Interesting. While Kette 1 from Yametz, they must be somewhere in the area with us. They took down the French observation balloon. And Aviatik is dropping bombs. One of those that we are escorting. So it looks like they flew south, flew past the target and then turned back around towards it. They hit a hangar, or they bombed one of the enemy airfields instead of the supply dump. Another Aviatik drops bombs. Takes out a few anti-aircraft guns, that's nice to see. Another Aviatik drops bombs. Oh, down here they are bombing as well. Kasta 6, Kampfstaffel 6, they're dropping bombs near Santenhiel. Yeah, we are flying back and forth while the Aviatiks are dropping bombs and taking out French stuff on the ground. And Newport 11 is receiving blast damage by a German anti-aircraft gun near Sivry. More bombs down here. Newport 12 is taking off at Lem, so close to us. I did not see it. Maybe I didn't look at just that time. So the aircraft that was parked on the field maybe did take off after all. A Caudron is dropping bombs somewhere. German observation balloon here on the river is taking hits from a Newport 11 and is taken down. So they attacked the observation balloon. No, they received some damage here and then attacked this balloon. Okay. Kasta 6 dropping more bombs. Destroying troops on the ground. We are flying back north and I think this is where we are flying home. Behind us, a Newport 12 lands at Verdun. Looks like we got a bit lucky here. Kek Yametz, Kette 1 is landing now at Sivry. Kasta 6 still attacking the front lines down there. Still. And yeah, we are landing. Newport 11 lands back at Brocourt. Yeah, Kek Yametz lands at Sivry, and another one. And now we are landing. So Kek Yametz came down just before us. And this is me landing. So it's not that the enemies didn't have any aircraft ready to fly. It looks like those they had ready were in the air and on their own missions. But not here. We got lucky. The enemy did apparently not expect us to be here. Excellent. And that's mission done. Oh wow. We were lucky. We got lucky. We, I guess by sheer accident, avoided all enemy planes in the area. Oh boy. Felix luck strikes again. I can request leave now. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Denied. Okay. No leave for Felix. We did not encounter any enemy aircraft today. We did not get into a big fight. But I still think that I'm gonna release this flight as an episode, because on its own I think it was pretty interesting. But I want to know what you think. A mission like this, where we don't encounter any enemies, is that still something that you want to see if it is a mission that is interesting because we get to do something that is either extremely dangerous or, well, unusual? Or do you prefer to only see episodes where we encounter enemy aircraft? I would really like your feedback on that, so please let me know in the comments. And well, as for now, I think this is today's episode. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. This harrowing flight into enemy territory. And I hope that you're looking forward to the next one. Until then, have some really great days and goodbye.